I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and this is my video blog. We are out here in Monterey, California, and I'm joined by Big Jerm, Jeremy Coling. Big Jerm, we're here for the St Jude Disc Golf Classic Invitational. Yeah, there's a lot of words there, but most importantly, we're here to raise literally hundreds of thousands of dollars for St Jude and all the amazing research that they're doing. Quite a weekend for disc golf and for St Jude. What do you think?
Yeah, it's awesome. This is it's awesome. There's so many things going on right now. We just had a beautiful banquet, great dinner that was supplied, and they had a bunch of people speak. Stancil Johnson spoke, Disc Golf Hall of Famer, PDJ number 009, as he reminded everybody. And
I think he says he's also the best looking disc golfer. I think I've seen that on a T-sign.
I didn't catch that.
On a T-sign he says that.
Okay, but yeah, so one of the courses out here is actually named after him. The other one's named after Steady Ed. And so this is the course is a homage to the people that came before us and made this sport happen. And it's nice because it's actually an event that might take disc golf to the next level. So it's a lot of really great things going on. At just an absolutely beautiful golf course, very, very tough disc golf course. It's the longest 18-hole course I think I've ever played in my life, designed by Jussi Meresmaa. And it was not designed for your local woods 270-foot straight thrower. This course is meant for bombers. When we were driving down here, we were looking at the course length. It was like there's like 5 holes over 500 feet. I'm like, oh, that's a long course. There's 6 holes over 600. I'm like, wow, that's long. And then there's 8 holes over 800 feet. I'm like, oh my goodness. But that's how the course is. There's very few par 3s. The ones that are out there, you feel like you have to get because there's so many holes out there that feel like they're par 5s, but they say par 4. And there's bunkers everywhere, there's sidewalks everywhere. Which are all OB, bunkers, sidewalks, and then the shortest grass of the green. So as you're watching the rest of the weekend, anytime you see them on the shortest grass of the green, the actual green, that's when you'll know that they're actually out of bounds. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about their opinions of the course, and some people think it's too long. I think that it's very difficult for a course designer to come up with a course that is fair for top-level players and difficult without being kind of fluky. And I feel like this course successfully does that in some places, and it is very challenging. You're throwing a 450-foot shot followed up with a 400-foot shot that's protected by bunkers. So there's nothing easy out here. Every single shot you throw, you have to mentally prepare yourself for it. You have to judge the wind. You have to know your discs, and you have to execute every shot carefully. Otherwise, you could find yourself down a lot. And there's only 2 rounds, but I still feel like the winner could walk away with it because there's so much area on this course that you can lose strokes. That it's 36 holes. Sounds like it's not that much, but it's gonna be a lot of golf. Plenty of golf. And as you were talking, they've been watching a bunch of different warm-up shots, people that were out there practicing throughout the day, yourself and Madison, I know we're practicing, and then they saw a bunch of other people that were out there taking in the course. It was just set up on Friday, so there wasn't a lot of time. Some people like to play a course 2, 3, 4 times before they go out and compete, and this weekend they just got to see it really here on Friday and then getting right into the action on Saturday. Well, as you said, Jussi Meresmaa was the course designer here. We're going to catch up with him in just a little bit and talk to him about some of his logic that he gave us for how he designed the course, along with the par 3s and the par 4s. I'll tune into that for sure. I want to hear that. Absolutely, you'll hear some of that. And just after this segment here with Jeremy, you're going to then watch most of the opening ceremonies and some of the stuff that we recorded. Really powerful stuff in there. It's been an amazing, time leading up to this event. The fundraising, the collaboration with the disc golfers in St. Jude. I have a personal tie with my mother passing away from a brain tumor a number of years ago. So it's a good feeling. Everyone's here for a special cause or a special reason, and as others have said, at the end of the weekend, no matter what, it's the children that are going to win. So absolutely. It's pretty amazing. So for Big Jerm and Terry Miller, the Disc Golf Guy, we've got, like I said, some of the opening ceremonies we're going to bring you, and then I hope to bring you coverage throughout the rest of the weekend.
Hi, my name is Paige Bjerkaas. I am here at the St. Jude's charity disc golf event. I flew in yesterday from Denver, where I just graduated high school. My ceremony was yesterday morning. Celebrated it with my friends and family, and then immediately got a flight and flew here. I'm super excited about this event. It's going to be an amazing one, and I'm glad that we're raising this money for such a good cause while being able to experience this beautiful course. I think this is going to be a big step for disc golf, and I'm just so thankful to be out here. It's beautiful, it's sunny, and this is one of the best courses. I mean, we're not even done yet, and I can tell that this is going to be one of my favorite courses. UC did a great job designing it, and I'm excited for this weekend, and I hope to play well, but if not, I mean, we're doing a great thing for St. Jude's, and I'm glad to be here.
Jussi, you're the course designer out here at this gorgeous course for the St. Jude Invitational. Give us some of the thought process.
Well, it took me 3 days to design this course, Ed Hedrick course. It's par 63 and 10,600 feet plus, and kind of wanted to make a course where the players can meet the future. So there are 9 par 4s, and which a majority of those par 4s you are facing another shot which you need to throw over 400 feet, and we have 9 par 3s where 3 of them are really long, like 470 plus, so we have a long course, but I wanted to kind of have a little sneak peek for the future for the players.
And interestingly enough, no par 5s? Did I do my math correctly there?
Yes, you did. Par 5 is going to be difficult to design, that you would have a challenge on every 3 strokes or every 3 drives. I'll give you an example. The Winthrop Gold hole number 5, perfect par 5 from the drive, the second shot, and the last drive. Every time you have a pressure. When we're now in a golf course, we have bunkers pretty much laid up for the golf players, so it's hard to design a great par 5 on this kind of a property. So no par 5s.
Everybody's going to want to know, what are you as the course designer going to expect to be the hot score?
Well, I did play it this morning, and I played 62, which is 1 under par, and I was rather happy with that. I made 3 bogeys and 4 birdies. I played you know, unknown discs to me, but of course a Discmania line. So I would guess that I would say that if the wind stays like this, the winner will play 10 under total, 2 rounds.
Anything else you'd like to add about the course or the event?
You need to be here next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure to meet our senior, for St. Jude's Senior Regional Director of California, Ted Perkins.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. I'm actually new to the job. I'm new to the job. I've only been in the position for 6 weeks. So this is actually my first public function. And I can't think of a cooler group of people to be doing this with. So I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here. If you don't know the work of St. Jude, we are one of the top medical charities in the United States. Our mission is very simple. We want to cure cancer, and some of the most acute cancers in young children. And we do that out of our hospital in Memphis, and the care that we provide to these children is absolutely free of charge. Luckily we have a patient family here who's going to tell you what that looks like and what that sounds like, what that feels like a little bit later. One of the great things that I've found about disc golf, just by meeting everybody, is it's really kind of like it's a young man's game, it's an older person's game, it's just a group of really, really great dedicated people. And I think sports is great because it brings people together. And when it brings people together, we can sort of leverage that power of community to do something really, really good. And the thing that we can all do this weekend, and some of you have already done, to raise our level of fundraising up to like $180,000 when we last checked, and that's going up and up. Give yourself an applause, and you know what? We can keep going because we're all here. We can do something great this weekend because our work isn't over. We're at 80% cure rate for some of these aggressive cancers. We want to get to 90, we want to get to 100, and that finish line is in sight, and all of you are going to be part of that. And everything that you do this week can help us fundraise by sending out Facebook posts, sending out Twitter posts, using live stream to broadcast yourself as you make a killer shot, tweet to somebody, repost, favorite, add friends. Get the word out, let's blow up on social media, because it's not just promoting your sport, which is awesome, but it's also promoting the great work of St. Jude. And I just want to thank everybody here who's sharing in that effort to help the kids back in Memphis. So give yourselves a big round of applause for making this happen. I want to bring up a really compelling story of Manat and Connor, a patient family who woke up one morning and just got some really, really bad news and felt that they had no luck, their luck had run out, but it hadn't because they found St. Jude. And I want you to listen to their story. So thanks for, and welcome this brave patient family for coming here tonight and sharing this story with you.
First of all, this is my brother, and he is very involved in disc golf, and I kind of wanted him to share with you kind of how we got involved in this, and then we'll tell you a little bit about us.
It's very emotional, by the way. This is my sister and my nephew here. Connor's life was saved by St. Jude. Let's give him a hand. Saved by disc golf, but I was hooked 5 months in when I hit my first ace, and it was caught on video as a bonus. And I was a Cali in a doubles tournament, so that was sweet too. I bought a bunch of discs. What's your name? My name's Judd Daig, 5'4", 505. I mean, just real quick, I'm from Las Vegas. Las Vegas Disc Club, Golf Club is awesome. They're supporting me here. Source Intelligence, you'll see, fly out there. They donated $5,000. That's my company. So. I was surfing on the web, PDGA website, late one night, and I saw St. Jude. Wait a minute. And I watched the video. I saw you guys teaching those kids to throw discs in the basket. I mean, I read the articles. I had to comment. And I just said something like, you know, it puts a tear in my eye to see two things I feel so passionate about come together. And I knew I had to participate. I just didn't know how. I got a new baby, got a new job. Didn't think I'd be here, but I said I'll sponsor whoever raises the most money. You know, they can come stay at my house for the next GCC at 2016 in Vegas, something like that. That was passed on to Annabelle. That's Annabelle over there, by the way. Thank you, Annabelle. The PGA read it. They were moved by it. They passed it to Annabelle, and she contacted me and said, "Hey, Judd, you know, this story of disc golf and Connor, your nephew, is the bridge that we're looking for, and this is what it's all about." So they invited us to come up here and play, and I'm just happy to be here. I want to say one last thing, and I'll hand it to my sister, Manat. My goal is to raise $100,000 in the next 5 years, counting this year. So I challenge anyone, Paul, to match that. And I hope you do, because we're all winners if so. Thank you.
So, Connor was diagnosed with a brain tumor. I'm sorry. At 18 months old, and he was given a 5% chance of living. As a parent, you can imagine how horrible that news is. It's devastating. You're not prepared for that as a parent. We went to our children's hospital locally. They didn't know what to do. We started looking at different options. He ended up having 2 brain surgeries and a 1.5 years of chemotherapy. At 6 years old, he relapsed, and at that time, our children's hospital was unable to help us. So we immediately started looking at clinical trials. My husband got on the internet and we found St. Jude's. And we're on the West Coast. We didn't know a lot about St. Jude's. We started reading up on them. We sent an email to a Dr. Merchant there, and within 4 hours of us sending that email, he called us back and he said, "Please send me your scans right away. We did that, and literally he said, if you want to save him, he needs to be on the next plane. So within 4 days of that, we landed in Memphis from our children's hospital. I think this is such a good point. We had $65,000 in medical bills, and we had really good PPO insurance. But because of how insurance works, we were trying to make those payments. We're worried about your son. None of that's important when you're trying to take care of your child. But St. Jude's took care of all of that. We landed, and they immediately said, we can help him. And he has relapsed, but as of last October, Connor is a survivor. I think the thing that I just want to convey so much is, first of all, our extreme appreciation and gratitude. I mean, how do you thank someone for saving your kid's life? And that's what they did for us. And the thing that makes St. Jude so different is that they take care of everything. What happens after cancer? Connor is now 20. And when I left St. Jude's this October, they gave us a book that had all of his history in it, so that when we came back to where we live, I could turn that over to the doctors. I could show them everything he had been through. St. Jude's has done research 20, 50 years out of certain types of cancers, so they know what to look for. They gave us tests that we should run on him on a regular basis. There's risk of secondary cancers from the treatments that he had. They provide you with all of that. They look at you as a whole person. They take care of you in the most critical time in your life. And so I just want all of you to know, from all of the families at St. Jude's, how much we appreciate you. You have no idea what your dollars do. They're amazing. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We have something really special that's fixing to happen. How about that? Is it nice meeting some of the champions of St. Jude? Champion! We got a surprise for you, Connor. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite Brian Graham to come forward, please? Brian Graham, the Executive Director of the Professional Disc Golf Association. I'm going to ask Brian to take the disc first. And Brian, on behalf of the PDGA, will now allow Connor to throw in the first putt to begin the St. Jude Disc Golf Charity Invitational. It's on! Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Brian. Congratulations. How about that?